freeze for a second. Seriously, stop what you're doing. Set whatever's in your hands aside. Close the extra tabs. Mute the noise. Because within the next few seconds, something is about to move inside you. And when it does, it'll finally make sense why the universe lined up this exact instant for a very small group of people across the world to hear this. Only 7. And somehow, you're one of them. Feel that. That quick pulse in your chest. That strange weight in the atmosphere around you. Your protector just pushed through years of unseen resistance to bring you a message that's been sealed away with your name on it, long before you ever took your first breath. This isn't luck. This isn't timing. This isn't some digital trick. This is a higher force stepping in. And if you walk away now, if you swipe past this second, you won't cross paths with an opening like this again for another 7 years. You felt it a moment ago. I know you did. That unexplainable jolt, like someone stepped into the space with you even though you're completely alone. Like the air shifted and the temperature changed without a single thing moving. That's because something enormous just unfolded beyond what you can see. The restraints that kept your blessings locked away for 2,555 days just snapped apart. The barriers blocking your breakthrough didn't slowly open. They blew wide open. And the force that's been choking your purpose is panicking right now, urging you to scroll away, because it knows what's about to happen in the next 14 minutes will tear down everything it's worked so hard to build against you. That's why you've been noticing repeating numbers everywhere, catching 111 on the clock, spotting 444 on passing cars, seeing 777 in places that make no logical sense. That's why you've been waking up night after night between 3 and 4 in the morning, heart pounding, unsure why. That's why you've had half-remembered dreams that fade when you wake, but leave behind a heavy feeling that something urgent is trying to reach you. None of this was accidental. None of it came from your imagination. Those moments weren't random at all. They were heaven's emergency alert, tuning you in for right now, for this precise second, when everything you've been waiting on finally pushes through. And here's something about you that you may not realize yet. You are not here by chance. Out of 8 billion people on this planet, only 7 were selected to receive this exact signal today. Only 7 had the inner strength to carry what's about to be revealed. Only 7 had protectors standing before heaven, pleading for approval to deliver this message, and you are one of them. Your guardian used a once-in-a-lifetime override just to make sure this reached you. They've been fighting for 7 long years to get this into your hands, and they finally broke through less than a minute ago. But here's what the opposing force never wanted you to figure out. They've been working non-stop to keep you away from this moment, stacking distractions since the moment you woke up. The unexpected call, the sudden impulse to check something else, the nagging thought that you should be doing something more useful. Every bit of it was carefully planted to pull you away from these next few minutes, because darkness knows that once what heaven is about to place into your spirit lands, its grip on your life completely falls apart. That's why you've been so drained lately. Not normal tired, but deep, soul-level exhaustion. The kind where you wake up already empty, move through your day on autopilot, feeling like you're observing your own life from the outside. You show up, you smile, you function, but inside you're desperate for something to finally shift. That weariness wasn't natural. You've been caught in a spiritual battle without even realizing it. While you slept, Unseen wars were being fought over your future, and every morning you woke up exhausted because your spirit spent the night pushing back against forces determined to shut down your purpose. For the past 3 years, there has been a deliberate, organized attack aimed at everything you were meant to become. The connections that inexplicably collapsed, the chances that disappeared without warning, the doors that slammed shut right when success felt close, the money that slipped through your hands as quickly as it arrived, the health problems no one could clearly diagnose, the mental haze that made you doubt your own mind. None of it was accidental. It was a strategic assault meant to break you before you uncovered what you were actually carrying inside. Meanwhile, heaven's record keepers were watching it all. Every tear you shed in silence, every prayer that felt unanswered, every night you held it together for everyone else while quietly falling apart, every moment you wanted to quit but somehow chose to keep moving. Every detail was logged, and those records were presented in heaven's court yesterday, where the decision was clear and unanimous. Enough has been taken from you, and the season of loss ends now. But that wasn't all they documented. They also recorded how you kept believing when everything told you to stop, how you kept loving after betrayal, how you kept giving when you had nothing left, how you kept praying when heaven felt quiet. And that evidence proved something undeniable. You are not ordinary. You are carrying something so powerful that darkness assigned its strongest forces to shut you down. Something so threatening that attacks have followed you since childhood to keep you from ever realizing it. Your body is more than flesh and bone. It is a living gateway between heaven and earth. Your heart is more than a pump. It is a seat of mercy where divine presence rests, and your lungs are doing more than simply pulling in air. They're breathing in heaven's atmosphere and releasing authority from the kingdom itself. Your DNA isn't just a mix of traits passed down from your parents. It carries divine schematics, encrypted so deeply that science labels most of it junk, simply because it can't translate heaven's language. Nearly all of that code has been dormant, waiting for the moment it would be activated, and that moment begins now. Every cell in your body is shifting to a new frequency. You may notice tingling in your hands or feet, warmth spreading through your chest, or pressure forming in your forehead. And no, that isn't anxiety or imagination. It's a full system upgrade happening at the cellular level as you read this. Heaven is rewriting your internal operating system in real time, peeling away depression at its root, removing anxiety from your nervous system, and draining fear straight out of your bloodstream. Within exactly 72 hours, something will occur that leaves the people around you questioning what's real. Someone who walked away will return with words and restoration you never expected. Delayed finances will suddenly arrive through an unexpected call. A door sealed shut for 7 years will open so wide, you'll have to choose which opportunity to step into first. And a lingering health issue will resolve so completely that even doctors won't have answers. Those repeating numbers you kept seeing weren't random. They were activation keys, unlocking different levels of your spiritual inheritance. 111 aligned fresh beginnings. 222 arranged divine partnerships. 333 marked approval from heaven. 444 dispatched angelic reinforcements. 555 multiplied grace. 777 released completion. And 888 downloaded a new creation frequency. You weren't losing your mind. You were being upgraded. and the opposition knew this day was approaching, which is why the pressure intensified, and everything seemed to collapse at once. But nothing was falling apart. It was snapping into alignment. Every attack positioned you. Every setback prepared you. Every closed door protected you. Every rejection redirected you. And every loss cleared space for what's about to overflow into your life. The force of delay that kept your breakthrough hostage for 7 years has been tried and removed. Silenced after years of lying to you in the early hours of the morning, telling you it was too late, that you were too broken, too forgotten, too far gone. And those voices end today. Perfect timing begins now. A generational curse that haunted your bloodline for decades has lost its authority. Poverty has been evicted. Abandonment and rejection have been banished. Financial drain has been contained. And infirmity has been stripped of power over you and your family. What's truly happening is this. Every curse is being flipped into blessing. Every delayed year is being repaid with acceleration. Every tear is being converted into testimony. And every prayer that seemed unanswered was being stored for a single, overwhelming release. You're about to experience 7 years' worth of favor in just 7 days. Literally, not symbolically. Because heaven doesn't operate by earthly math, and what should take years is about to unfold in hours. So listen closely, because what comes next demands immediate action. Heaven is asking something specific of you, and what you do in the next 60 seconds determines whether this breakthrough arrives in days or stretches into decades. Place your right hand over your heart. Feel its rhythm, because that beat isn't random. It's heaven speaking directly to your situation. And with your hand there, say these exact words out loud, even if others are nearby. Even if it feels awkward, even if your voice trembles. Declare this with confidence. I am the one heaven has been waiting on, and I am the one darkness has tried to stop. I accept my 7-fold restoration right now. Every barrier unlocked, every bond shattered, every promise stored up over 7 years released at once. The delay is over. The reversal is complete. The breakthrough has arrived. I claim it. I welcome it. I activate it. It is done. Now pause and take 7 slow, intentional breaths. No rushing. Because with every inhale, you are drawing in divine potential. And with every exhale, you are flushing out 7 years of spiritual residue. On the first breath, let fear go. On the second, release doubt. On the third, shed shame. On the fourth, drop unforgiveness. On the fifth, abandon the scarcity mindset. On the sixth, release rejection. And on the seventh, you will feel a shift in your chest. That sensation is freedom breaking loose, chains dropping, and locked doors swinging open within you. There are 3 names in your contacts that drain your spirit, and you already know who they are. Your body reacted the second you thought of them. Remove their access now, not later, not after reflection, because new wine can't be poured into old containers, and heaven won't fill hands still holding poison. This isn't bitterness, it's spiritual hygiene, because some people exist only to siphon energy, blur focus, and stall destiny. So cut the cord. Go to your social feeds and unfollow the accounts that feed fear, comparison, and empty spiritual calories. Your timeline has become an altar, and you've been sacrificing peace on it daily. So cleanse it, remove the noise, and make space for clarity. Because what's coming is too important to sabotage with toxic input. Type 777 in the comments now. Not for attention, not for metrics, but as a declaration, a signature across realms that says you're ready for the shift. Angels are waiting for that signal, and the instant it happens, approvals are stamped, resources are released, and divinely arranged connections come alive. Others who obeyed saw it happen fast. Sarah in Phoenix typed 777 through tears with her last $20, and within 2 days received a call for a job she never applied for, doubling her income with a bonus. Michael in London typed it while facing eviction, and the next morning, a forgotten overpayment from 3 years earlier arrived. Exactly what he needed, and more. Maria in Sao Paulo typed it after 11 years of infertility and felt warmth surge through her body. And today she's holding her miracle child. David in Lagos typed it as his marriage was collapsing, and that same night, his wife called in tears, unable to explain why she knew the divorce had to stop. They renewed their vows last week. These aren't accidents or exaggerations. They are recorded outcomes of alignment meeting obedience, and your story is being written right now. Within 7 days, you'll be telling your own turnaround, struggling to explain how everything changed so fast. What's coming isn't just about money, but provision for purpose. Not just restored relationships, but alignment for assignment. Not just healing, but generational wholeness. Not just open doors, but positioning for impact. Layers of meaning are unfolding you haven't even imagined. The one who hurt you most is about to face a confrontation that leads them back with genuine repentance, not because you demanded it, but because heaven did. What was taken through injustice is returning multiplied 7 times over. Opportunities lost to politics or prejudice are circling back larger and better. Health that was attacked is being restored beyond its original state. You're not just recovering what was lost, you're receiving upgraded versions. Right now, conversations about you are happening behind closed doors. Decisions are tilting in your favor in rooms you've never entered. Hearts once closed are opening. Resources are being rerouted, and strategic connections are being arranged to accelerate everything. Your name is being spoken in influential places. Your story is lining up with platforms you once thought unreachable. This window closes in 90 seconds, and this precise alignment won't repeat for another 7 years. A concentrated blessing is being released over your entire life. Your lineage, finances, health, mind, relationships, purpose, and future. Not someday, but now. Sealed in this very moment. Every dark assignment is being recalled, every curse reversed, every malicious intent neutralized, every generational pattern of lack, sickness, addiction, brokenness, and early loss severed. Every door slammed shut is reopening, every stolen opportunity restored, every lost year repaid. But act now. Share this with the one person who just crossed your mind, because that wasn't random. Their breakthrough is tied to your obedience. And when you share this, you're not passing along content. You're releasing freedom, opening doors, and delivering a lifeline to someone at the edge. Time is counting down. Everything you've hoped for, prayed for, and believed for is hanging in this moment, waiting on your response. Type 777 now. Share it now. Receive it now. Activate it now. Your life shifts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's finished. The window is sealed. The blessing is released.